Attention, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor to introduce the mayor of Rancho Mirage.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for coming today. Good to see you, Jocelyn.
Thank
how
you
are you?
so
Thanks
much.
for coming.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody,
Thank
how are
you.
you? Welcome. Thanks for
It's
coming
an honor,
today.
really. Thank
so
you.
glad
Thank
that
you
you're
for
here.
coming.
Thanks. It's
Thank
good to see our
you.
residents.
Really,
Hi,
how
everybody.
good,
How are you?
Good.
Thanks
Thank
for coming
you.
today.
Thank you. I appreciate
Hi, Kevin
that.
Richards. Great
how
to see
are
you today.
Dear?
Thanks for coming.
I love that jacket on you.
Kurt, how are you?
Yes, thank
Dana,
you.
good to see you.
Oh,
Hi,
it's
Steve.
such a
How are you?
turnout.
Thanks for coming today,
I'm
everybody.
just speechless. Thank
Don't
you.
say, oh, hi,
Thank
how are
you.
you? Thanks for coming
Wonderful.
today.
Mwah.
It's great to see you. Boy, we've had quite a
Oh,
turnout today.
yes.
Hey,
Oh, it's really
excuse me.
wonderful.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Excuse me. I believe they said the mayor. What are you, security? Get out of here.
I thought we settled this at the last council meeting.
Were you there?
Was I there? Well, I'll tell you what. As a gentleman,
Yeah.
I can only acquiesce to the ladies, so the microphone is yours.
Well, thank you as well. You should. Thank you, sir. All right, now, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, city council members, chamber members, and whoever else I missed, thank you for coming to my State of the City luncheon. As your unprecedented mayor, honorary mayor for the 4th time, I can't help but take a stroll down memory lane about the first time Desi and I came to this wonderful desert community. Oh, you know, it feels like only yesterday. It was 1951, and well, all of our friends it was just all the buzz about them coming down here. I mean, to play golf. Apparently there was an 18-hole golf course in the middle of a dude ranch. And Desi oh boy, did he love playing golf. And before you knew it, you know, Bob Hope was talking about it. Bing Crosby was talking about it. Clark Gable, all of our friends. And, well, we you know, came down here and looked at everything. And they ended up making a big country club called Thunderbird around that golf course. Isn't that amazing? Yes. And, well, Desi not wanting to, you know, be outdone, got some land, and, well, we were the very first ones to build on that property, which is now known as the Thunderbird Country Club. How about them apples, huh? Yeah. Well, you know, soon we had neighbors, you know, like Alice Faye and Phil Harris, you know, Phil Harris, who did the voice of Baloo. Remember that? I mean, between Desi's Babaloo and Phil's Baloo, you know, it was a ballyhoo is what it was. But anyway, and so we did build our home there, and it stands there amongst the majestic mountain range of the Santa Rosa Mountains and the San Jacinto, mountain range. It's good times. Oh, the parties that we had. It was really, really quite wonderful, nice and fun to remember. And anybody was there that coming to the country club on a regular basis. And apparently some mucky muck from Ford came along and they ended up naming the Thunderbird car after the country club. Isn't that, not many people know that. See, you thought it was after a bird. No, it's after a country club. So there. So anyway, well, I just wanted to take that moment to... Oh, and just real quick, I would like to clear up the rumor that Desi acquired the land that we built on through a poker game. Well, that's actually not true. It was a cribbage game, so just so we're clear. All right, now, thank you. That was fun to remember. Now, they would like me to bring up a mayor that was actually involved in an election. Please welcome Mayor Scott Hines. Mayor? Oh, you're the mayor?
Yes.
I'm sorry, dear.
It's okay.
Oh, boy. Go Go ahead.
Let's give a big round of applause. Thank you. Not a lot of people know, but Lucille Ball was the first honorary mayor of the Rancho Mirage, predating the city, named by the chamber. So let's all say thank you so much to Lucille Ball, also known as Suzanne LaRouche, who did a wonderful job. Thank you, Suzanne. Well, I want to thank, first of all, the board of the Chamber of Commerce today, and especially you, Stuart Ackley, as the CEO and president, for all the wonderful work that you've done to lead up to this event and for hosting the State of the City address as you always do. It's also a delight to be here at the Rancho Las Palmas Resort and Spa. Special thank you and cheers to April Shute and her team. April is the general manager here. Thank you so much for the exquisite service, the great food, and your professionalism as always. I would also like to acknowledge that my mom and dad, Mike and Dolores Hines, are here with us today. They live in Palm Springs and are visiting our State of the City address today. So thanks for being here, Mom and Dad. And also to my partner, Kevin Blessing. Thank you for your support. You know, Rancho Mirage is very fortunate to enjoy the leadership of an exceptional city council on which I'm very, very honored to serve. Your elected leadership is comprised of very unique individuals. They're smart, they're hardworking, and they're devoted to the city of Rancho Mirage and its success. Each brings to the table a portfolio of distinctive business and life experiences that augments our collective effort. Councilmember Ira Smotrich, Councilmember Ted Weil, Councilmember Dana Hobart, and Councilmember Richard Kite all deserve our heartfelt appreciation for their sacrifices as public servants here in the city. So please join me in recognizing them. This has been a most enjoyable year for me. As your mayor, I've learned a great deal, and I hope that I've contributed to the enhancement of our wonderful city. You know, your leaders have faced some arduous challenges during this last year, most notably the passing of our wonderful colleague and friend, Gordon Muller. We miss you, Gordon. And yet, Gordon helped as part of this team to lay the groundwork for some important municipal improvements that I'll share with our friends today. But first, it's my duty and my pleasure to inform you that despite the dissolution of the redevelopment agency and despite the retirement of our long-term city manager, Pat Pratt, the state of the city is absolutely excellent. On August 3rd, 1973, 40 years ago this coming summer, city leaders gathered at the Desert Island Country Club to formally establish Rancho Mirage as an incorporated city. Few small cities in America can boast such an exciting and illustrious history as ours. The who's who of 20th century U.S. corporate culture, entertainment, and government have lived, played, and stayed in Rancho Mirage. How many cities have streets named after world luminaries who were our neighbors and friends? We're reminded daily of Frank Sinatra, Bob Hope, Ginger Rogers, Dinah Shore, and Gerald Ford as we drive around our city's beautifully maintained thoroughfares. Speaking of famously named streets, I'd like to announce that as one of my last initiatives as mayor, I will be proposing at our next council meeting for the council's consideration the naming of a street in our city after a current resident who is still with us, an international superstar, Miss Carol Channing. What other towns can boast exquisite medical facilities named after Mr. Eisenhower, President Eisenhower? And as you know, the world is aware of our city thanks to the eminence of the Betty Ford Center and all that they do to set the global standard for dependency treatment in our city. How many U.S. cities with a year-round population of 17,000 can claim a visit by the Queen of England? How many cities can be so honored by becoming the retirement home of a president and his beloved First Lady? Do you know that President Ford so loved his years in Rancho Mirage that he requested that his funeral motorcade slow down through his beloved city on its way to the airport for his departure to Michigan? These great leaders and so many others have contributed to our illustrious past and laid the groundwork for a positive trajectory well into the 21st century. Now it is our responsibility to ensure that our work on behalf of the city remains visionary and as rock solid as those who've preceded us in the development of Rancho Mirage. No two residents of our community were more vital to the enhancement of Rancho Mirage than Ambassadors Walter and Leonore Annenberg. The Annenbergs envisioned Sunnylands becoming a place for national and foreign leaders to gather for summit meetings and retreats. To that end, it was announced last month by Jeffrey Cowan, president of the Annenberg Foundation Trust at Sunnylands, that Congressman David Dreyer has been tapped to lead a special commission on Pacific Rim issues for the Annenberg retreat at Sunnylands. This new commission joins a remarkable constellation of initiatives that have resulted in important meetings of world leaders in our city on issues such as U.S.-Mexico relations, math and civics education, and innovative ways to ensure that students and teachers across the country have access to modern technology, with a recent visit from Bill Gates. Sunnylands opening to the general public last year was also a momentous occurrence for the city. Public educational programs and exhibitions of collections, as well as daily guided tours of the sprawling estate, have greatly enhanced the quality and the notoriety of the city of Rancho Mirage. Recently, I invited and hosted Klaus Nobel, the patriarch of the famed Nobel Prize family, to Sunnylands to begin planning a World Peace Summit in our peaceful desert oasis. He was amazed at this place out of place and this time out of time. And as a result, he intends to invite Nobel laureates from all over the world to gather in Rancho Mirage to address some of the most pressing international issues of our time. Now, on the commercial front, the city's also advancing. Working closely with the owners of Desert European motor cars over the last few years, an eyesore on Highway 111 was transformed into the dealer's newest showcase for its luxury vehicle collection. Following a groundbreaking ceremony in June of last year, work commenced quickly, and now, less than 9 months later, the beautiful new cutting-edge Audi showroom is open for business. Up on Murata Hill, the previous lodge at Rancho Mirage began its planned transition to its former roots as the Ritz-Carlton Rancho Mirage in 2006. But in 2008, the financial collapse of Lehman Brothers halted the project. Now, almost 7 years later, we're poised to welcome back the Ritz-Carlton to Rancho Mirage, opening in October of this year. Of particular importance to me has been the energy initiatives undertaken by the city over the last year. We worked closely with Southern California Edison to replace existing lighting in all city buildings with reduced energy consumption fixtures. In addition, we installed 176 motion detector power strips in all city buildings. These two initiatives will save the city $65,000 kilowatt hours of energy a year and hundreds of thousands of dollars in savings. On the same front, the city applied for and received in 2013 a commitment of $120,000 in grant rebate funding from the Imperial Irrigation District for a solar project at the city public works yard. The council is anticipated to give final approval to proceed with this significant long-term cost savings project by May of this year. Feasibility studies have also been commissioned for a solar installation at City Hall and potentially at Section 19, a development site that I'll be talking about in a few minutes. The solar project at City Hall could provide nearly all of the electricity needs for this facility. The 3-megawatt project in Section 19 could serve as a model for other communities and indeed throughout the nation on how to execute public-private partnerships. These innovative installations are considered really to be some of the first of their kind. Profit from the Section 19 project could be used to fund important economic development projects throughout the city that were defunded by the loss of the redevelopment agencies. In addition, the city is actively involved with working with CVAG, the Coachella Valley Association of Governments, to establish a property-assessed clean energy, or PACE, program where property owners can borrow against the equity in their properties to undertake energy savings projects like weatherization or the installation of solar panels on rooftops. Undoubtedly, the most impactful and future-forward work undertaken by your council and the city staff over the last few years has been the development of the specific plan for Section 19. Section 19 is a 268 acres of undeveloped land at the north end of our town, bordered by Dinah Shore to the south, Bob Hope on the west, and the Agua Caliente Casino on the north. Eventually, this parcel will be home to one of the valley's most dynamic developments. Envisioned as a state-of-the-art live, work, play community, when completed, this development will generate a significant new tax base for the city and secure our financial future for generations to come. I'd also like to just acknowledge at this point in the speech the presence of the chairman of the Agua Caliente Band of Cahuilla Indians, Jeff Gruby. Thank you for being here today, Jeff, and for your staff. We look forward to a close collaboration with you on this project. But before I share the vision of this project, I want to speak to an aspect of our work that's not been glamorous, but without it, the development of Section 19 would not be possible. Dana Hobart and I took the lead in brokering a partnership between the Coachella Valley Water District, Quorum Realty, and the City of Rancho Mirage, with the help of our law firm headed by Steve Quintanilla, to fund and install a $9.35 million water storage and delivery system to spur commercial development in Section 19. Eventually, this was approved unanimously by the full council, and this landmark agreement is believed to be one of the first of its kind. Now, the Section 19 specific plan is designed to foster the creation of a new mixed-use destination for the city of Rancho Mirage and the broader Coachella Valley. The plan will allow for the development of up to 3 million square feet of commercial, retail, office, restaurant, and entertainment uses. In addition, the plan will deliver up to 1,900 residential units and 580 hotel rooms. The creation of a mixed-use development enables residents to live within walking distance of stores, restaurants, and recreational areas, while visitors can walk and shop along the esplanade and enjoy an assortment of public plazas and parks. Phase 1, also known as Rancho Mirage Commons, is currently in the design phase. Phase 1 will provide a range of commercial and unique residential uses in a lifestyle center atmosphere. A significant open space plaza is expected to be the centerpiece amenity of this project. Now, on the financial front, your city remains the leader of the valley with solvency and solid fiscal management like no other. Our last fiscal year resulted in an operating surplus of $2.7 million, with now a total fund balance of over $77 million. Based on the budget adopted by your council for the current fiscal year, we anticipate ending the year with another surplus, our 40th in a row. On Thursday, April 18th, I'll end my tenure as the mayor. As is our policy, a new mayor will take responsibility for leading our city forward in the next year. Council member Richard Kite will be our next mayor. We all join in wishing Richard the best. And Richard, we pledge our utmost support to ensure that your year is another productive period for our great city. I also want to thank Richard, Dana, Iris, and Ted, and you, Gordon, for the wonderful support, mentorship, laughs, and mutual respect that you've shown me this year. Thank you for setting me up for success during my first go at this mayor's business. I also want to send a special thank you to the dedicated employees of our city for all that they have done to support me as their mayor and the council as a whole. As you know, Rancho Mirage enjoys a solid team of professional city employees. The programs I've reported on today have been expertly administered by our department heads and their teams. How fortunate we are to have such an experienced staff to carry out the day-to-day management of Rancho Mirage. The team, headed by our city manager, Randy Binder, is absolutely second to none in the state of California. Your elected city council and your city staff work together to ensure that each and every day we live up to the legacy of our founders. Our approach is not just to react to situations, but to plan for the future success of our city. We strive to do the hard work that makes a difference today and long into the future. 40 years from now, it is our hope that another mayor will address another chamber luncheon filled with dedicated citizens to report that the state of the city of Rancho Mirage is excellent. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, you're not finished, are you? For heaven's sakes, you haven't even mentioned.
Come on up, Lucy.
Well, but please, honey, we're going to do a whole party for the whole year,
I almost forgot about
40
that.
years of the city, for heaven's sakes, and you didn't say one word about it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stage, the honorary mayor of our 40th year celebration, Miss Lucille Ball.
Thank you. I think I prefer your Royal Highness.
Your
but
Royal
we'll
Highness.
talk later.
Okay, got it.
Something like that.
So throughout the rest of the year, the city's
Yeah.
going to be presenting a variety of special events in
Yes.
commemoration of our 40th anniversary.
That's right.
You've probably seen all the banners on Highway 111 that are marketing the event. So we have a lot of exciting things coming up that Lucy and I want to tell you about, right?
Yes, sir. We sure do.
What do you think of those banners?
I think the banners are the what? The with the 40 on it?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
The
yes,
red
they're
ones.
everyone. You can't. Who designed those? You?
No.
They're beautiful.
I think somebody in the
But
city.
you can't miss them, and good job.
All right, so here are some of the things that are going to be coming up this year. First of all, let's get to the good stuff, the cocktail competition, right?
Oh boy.
Many of the Rancho Mirage bartenders at our local restaurants and hotels will be competing in a libation contest. In fact, it's ongoing right now. So if you go to any of our restaurants and you see the table banners,
I'm sorry.
are you okay?
Go ahead.
Have you tried some of the cocktails?
Well, yeah, maybe a little.
Oh, okay, got it. So have you tried the one over at the Crab Pop? It's called the Babaluzi or something like that.
The who with the what?
Clearly, you have been trying the one over there, so.
No, I think it's called. Oh, pardon. I think it's called the Baba
Babalujito.
Lujito.
You got to try it. It's amazing.
It tastes better than its name because Baba Lujito is pretty Baba lousy.
So you've got about one more month to vote for your favorite cocktail in the city, and then on April 13th at 3 p.m. at the River, celebrity judges, to include Miss Ball, will be selecting the winning cocktail.
I'll drink to that.
So in the meantime, go out and sample your favorites and visit our different restaurants. You can find out more at relaxranchomirage.com.
Yes, whatever that is.
Also, we have some movies coming up. You like movies.
Oh, yes, please tell them about that. I think it's a wonderful idea. I think I thought of it. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I was in the meeting. Late May and early June, that in Whitewater Park,
That's right.
under the stars,
Outdoors.
they're going to show a movie every week, every Saturday, I think, depicting or starring a celebrity of Rancho Mirage residents' fame.
And I will be there to introduce the Long Long Trailer. You've heard of that movie.
You're going to be there too?
Yeah.
I want to introduce that
Okay,
one.
You can introduce that
I'm
one.
in that one. Desi too.
We'll also be presenting some outdoor concerts at Whitewater Park, and in fact, we'll hopefully be breaking ground on a new expansion of Whitewater Park that's being planned by our Parks and Recs community to do some really exciting things in the park, perhaps to include a dog park.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was my line.
Oh, and an outdoor amphitheater.
Go ahead, because I was going to do something for the dog park, but we'll do it later. That's right. This poor deer, he's on his last legs. Give him a
Can you
break.
tell that we're off script at this
That's
point?
right.
So, also in early December.
Richard, we might need you early.
Also in early December, the City Council is going to be partnering with our friends over at the Kraft Nabisco Championship at the Mission Hills Country Club to present a charity golf tournament. Do you play golf?
I do play a little. I prefer cards, but I like
Okay.
to watch more.
Maybe we can have some side card games in the clubhouse.
We
while the golf
we
game's going
can
on.
be in a sidecar and play side games. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, great. And then also we'll have a lot of wonderful programs at our delightful Rancho Mirage Library, all kinds of programming. So make sure you watch the Miragescape or check us out online to see all the things that are going to be happening at the library.
It sounds like so much fun. I could barely contain myself.
Okay. Well, with that, this brings us to the end of our presentation. I think we've got something here.
Oh, yes. Thank you, dear.
So I'd like to invite you all to raise your glasses with a toast to our wonderful city of Rancho Mirage in honor of our 40th anniversary. Hear, hear.
Toast.
Toast.
Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary!
Thank you for being here, everybody.
Thank you. You too.